What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Real Deal Sports. Usual guys are here. Myself, Big Walt, Brother John. Gentlemen, it's almost here. You know, for all of us football lovers, the playoffs. The biggest, I wouldn't say the biggest. Yeah, the biggest tournament next to the NCAA tournament. Because you only got to win once, and then you advance. Let's start there, guys. What team is currently in the playoffs? That kind of surprised you to start off the show, as far as we know. I will say this though. I don't know. Did I say when we asked earlier in the season, was Brady, Aaron, or the Pats gonna make it? Who did I say? I think I said Aaron and the Pats.
You said the Patriots were definitely gonna make it.
Well, yeah, they just had to win today, and
I think you said the Patriots or the Pats.
Okay.
I think they're out. I'm pretty sure.
No, they had to win today but you know.
No, they're out, man.
They had to win today. If they didn't win today,
I got you.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying they have to win today. I was like,
no, I'm
sure
like,
too late for that.
I'm like, why does he keep saying that? They had to. They didn't though.
I thought you were saying you have to. Gotcha.
No, it's all good. But yeah, man. Looks like
it was a long shot, man. It was a long shot for the Patriots to make it, but they got close.
But I mean, you only being one game away. That's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, we said the guarantee was Tom Brady because of the division, not because Tom Brady, not because of the Buccaneers, but because of that division. Like, Pats was a long shot, man. I mean, the Jets are on quarterback number 4, so they benefited from that. Dolphins, their quarterback can't stay upright. So, they kind of benefited from that, having a shot. But, I mean, if it weren't for that, Jets might be a playoff team and Dolphins might be a playoff team. But, yeah, it's a...
I'll say this, though. After watching that Jacksonville and Tennessee game, Jacksonville's defense can cause a lot of problems. The way although that was Dobbs, I think they say it was his second game starting.
Yeah.
Although it was his second game, they got after it. And, Trevor Lawrence could have made some of them throws. That game would have been a lot bigger victory gap than it was. He missed a couple throws in the red zone. But, that defense could be the difference in the game. Kind of like that few years ago when they made it all the way to NFC Championship. That defense was optimistic, causing turnovers, making plays. And then before you knew it, they playing New England. It's like, wait, what the hell? But, I think they're going to be tough. Go ahead, Walt.
Yeah, I was about to say probably my surprise team would definitely be the Jags. Just based off of, like I said, with their offense struggling so much, I should say. Just because Trevor Lawrence is just, you don't know what you're going to get out of him on a week-to-week basis, I should say. So, like I said, I already like the what? Why do you make that face?
I'll say, man, he's been good all year, man. He
give you like one touchdown, and then he won't give you a touchdown, and then he'll give you one touchdown again. It's like defense wins this game. So I mean, be honest, like the reason the Jags are winning defense.
If it wasn't for that touchdown late last night,
because of that fumble, right? Exactly. I feel like if it wasn't for that fumble, Josh Dobbs could have possibly pulled that out, but it's just that they had him under so much pressure. That offensive line for the Tennessee Titans was just so terrible last night.
And then they were real one-dimensional. When you play Tennessee, it's like if you could stop Derrick
They kept crowding the line. That's it.
Yeah.
They just kept crowding the line. So this is like Derrick Henry can't really be as Derrick Henry anymore because everybody knows all you got to do is stack the box because they know that they don't have any receivers anymore. So it's just like all they can really do is either run or they're going to do a short pass or something like that. You feel me? So like I said, at the end of the day, I'm not saying I'm hating on the Jags, but I'm just surprised that they did make it just based off of, their offensive struggles. But hopefully they can get it going within this wild card game. And maybe they can possibly pull out a win, but me personally, I don't see the Jets going too far in the playoffs, just based off, like I said, with their offensive struggles.
So let me ask y'all this: if your team was in the playoff, out of the 14 teams that potentially are in the playoff, who would you not want to see on your schedule, or who would you not want to see go to them, or they come to you? Based off what you've seen.
You talk about my team personally, the Browns?
Yeah, if the Browns were in the playoffs, who do you not want to see? Like,
I want to see nobody. Not the way we play right now.
I don't want to see the Bears. I don't want to see the Texans.
I'm sorry, this is the way we play. No, but all jokes aside, though. Definitely like KC. I don't want to see them. I don't want to see the Bengals. Just because it just seemed like these last couple of years, the Bengals have been gaining their momentum the second half of the season, man, and it's just crazy. And I know we're gonna talk about them a little later about seeding and stuff, but yeah, like I said, I'll probably say the Bengals, the Chiefs, and wait, is the Bills in my division? Yeah, the Bills in my AFC. Yeah. So they're the Bills. So them three teams right there, just based off of how the Bills started off today too. That shit was dope, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Just
opening kickoff. Yeah.
Right. That was fire. So I mean, I think I was telling somebody other day. I just feel like based off of how the Bills look and what happened on Monday, I feel like they about to take off right now, and they showed it today. So yeah, definitely those three teams right there. So what about you, John?
I mean, I gotta go Kansas City still. Just until there's a team that that gets beat, like that's, and obviously I'm not talking about the Buccaneers. I know the Buccaneers beat Kansas City, and I know the Bengals beat them last year. Who beat Kansas City last year? Was it Cincinnati?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I still think Pat Mahomes. So I don't want to see him come to town. But if it were one game too, though. The Chargers, man. Like, the Chargers are – I don't – like, if I had to pick them to win, I told Nico the other day, if I pick them to win, I would not pick them to win 4 playoff games in a row. They can't do it. They cannot. They're too inconsistent. But in any one game, like, given one game, man, the Chargers are so stinking good. Like, I'm not surprised they made the playoffs. Talk about your last question, because their strength of schedule down the stretch was so weak. And, the other teams that were ahead of them had tough schedules. But, yeah, I'll say Jags, too, to that question. Although, I will give it Ravens, man. The Ravens' defense had to win 2 games to make the playoffs without Lamar there. And they won I think they had to win 3. They held the Panthers to 3 points and won. They held the Broncos to 9 points. And they held the Ravens to 9 in 3 games. If they don't do that, they're not in the playoffs. This team is not 10-7. They're probably 7-10. So, kudos to the Ravens defense showing up. Now we'll see if Lamar can come back to the playoffs or not. But, probably not. But
don't do it, Lamar. Don't do it.
I did see somebody say that, and that would be like the ultimate flex. Like, I'll let you handle it. You feel like you can do it without me? Go ahead.
I would sit if I was him, bro. Pay me. Sorry.
And then you got to think, really, outside of Denver, they've lost pretty much every game since he's been out.
Yeah, of those 3 games I just mentioned, like and the thing is, the defense was good in those. They held the Steelers 16, they held the Steelers to 14, they held Browns to 13. Like, their defense has been crazy good, but there's no offense at all. So I give the Ravens, I'll probably give them the longest shot. I mean, Titans obviously, or Jaguars obviously, but like the Titans, they were on a 3rd-string quarterback. They lost 7-8 straight. I don't even know. So I'm going to go Ravens on that one. But, yeah, I don't want to see the Chiefs right now.
I don't think nobody going to see my homeboy.
I ain't gonna lie. The way they looked yesterday, it was like, when you doing the dang on dancing in a circle before you snap a ball, that's like the ultimate. Like, damn, we ain't no competition for them. Like imagine somebody footworking or something before they shoot the game winning three. You like, bruh.
Like that's
That's what. What's
Yeah,
called
like
the shimmy or what is that? What is that?
Yeah.
They do it. I can't do it, but you know what I'm talking about. James
or,
Harden likes
or,
it.
or somebody hit
shit.
you I holler at you. You be like, what? And he game you like,
Sorry. I had to hit the shit.
yeah, you way too excited. No, I'm just.
Shut up, man.
But no, man, this Kansas City, they, the way they looked yesterday, it was like
They playing free, man, and they playing together, bro.
I think they're more dangerous without Tariq than it was with them.
Hey, that's crazy to say. That's crazy as hell to say.
They can just throw so many people. You got Tony, Harmon, Juju, Kelsey,
and they all got different type of play styles too, bro. So it's crazy.
What's the running back that wears number 10 now? It's like, bro.
Yeah, I think it's Pacheco or something like
Isaiah Pacheco or something.
Pacheco, there you go. Yeah. It's like, bro, y'all think y'all more dangerous now than y'all was during the Tariq year.
But I think, honestly, though, John
Caldwell threw 50 touchdowns with Tyreek there, but so I'm not going to go that far. But
I'm just saying you can throw 40 this year. But when you think about it like this, though. If you pay him, you don't get a Juju. You probably don't get a you don't.
Hang on, though. At the beginning of the season, I was saying like Juju's gonna fit in and gel and all this stuff.
I was just talking
trash and be like, "Oh, Juju."
I felt like he was a great addition. Him and Valdez Scantling.
Yeah, Valdez
Scantling. Probably, but I'm just saying, like, I could not believe how many people thought Juju a bum. I'm like, whatever.
It's not necessarily he's a bum. It's just the fact that I feel like he was just me personally. I just felt like he wasn't having his game talk. He was doing more talking than having his game talk.
Yeah,
but now
he's doing a lot of TikTok videos.
Yeah, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't doing anything in Pittsburgh. I mean, but now he just humbled. How?
Because Ben Roethlisberger has been one of those quarterbacks who, if he don't like you, he don't throw to you. So to say a guy ain't doing nothing just when in Pittsburgh and somewhere else might mean something, but in Pittsburgh that just means Ben Roethlisberger was having a mood that day. So for me, like, dude was back-to-back couple 1,000-yard games. I think he had more yards than AB one year, while AB was still, in his prime. Like,
that was that year they thought he could be the number one. It's like, bro.
Right.
So no, but I'm just saying, like, he was still doing his thing, but then Ben Roethlisberger got in his feelings or something.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. You can say that he was doing his thing, but I mean, I just felt like he's got more humble ever since he came to KC, I should say. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like he has more focus now. It doesn't seem like his focus was all the way there in Pittsburgh. You feel me? But his focus seems like to be there with KC now that he's on a contending team. I'm not saying that he wasn't on a contending team with the well during that time. I don't think they was really a contending team. How much of KC is now, but yeah, now that he's on a contender team. I feel like he's doing way better. He's contributing a lot more. He's more humble, and like I said, I feel like he's showing out a little bit more. So that's just my personal opinion.
I'll say this: like, the media tries to get you to think what they want you to think, and like Juju has not stopped doing TikTok. Like, he's still doing it, and he was balling then, he's balling now. He was TikToking then, he was TikToking now. The only thing that stopped was the media stopped talking about it. That's the only difference. Like, they pick these dudes who they want, like, to run into the ground year to year. I don't know why, but they do it every year. And I felt like that was Juju's year. But also I feel like, why is it always guys out there in Pittsburgh? Why was it always AB and Juju and the guy before AB? Went to Miami. I forget his name now, but Mike. But anyway, whatever. It was always somebody out there that was getting run into the ground in the media. And I'm like, somebody out there leaking this stuff, because this is just not real. Like, these guys all go other places and ball out and have the same stats they had there, and they're not doing nothing, but they're still doing the same things. Like, it was like that Odell like picture on the boat. That is not why the Giants lost the playoff game. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And yet they're like, oh, they were partying on a boat. It's like they still party on the boats and they still win other playoff games. So where's the like? I think the media just does this nonsense. I don't. It annoys me because like Juju's still doing TikToks. He ain't stopped. Like it's the same Juju. I don't know. I don't get it.
I ain't seen no damn TikTok, so I'm just saying maybe it's just I ain't following him or something. But yeah, I ain't been seeing him in the media that much at all. Or like you said, maybe they just ain't talking about it. But at the end of the day, like I said, I'm just glad to see him actually, you know what I'm saying, making more production on KC. And, you know, they pretty much the hot team right now. So congrats to you, Juju. You made the right move by leaving Pittsburgh.
True. But in other news, former Cleveland running back Peyton Hillis is in critical condition after he was in a swimming accident, or he was saving someone in a swimming accident.
His kids.
It was his kids.
Yeah.
They didn't. Okay. All right. Well, he was in a swimming accident Thursday in Pensacola, Florida, according to Fox 24 in Arkansas. He was reportedly helicoptered to a hospital and remains unconscious in the ICU. This is as of Friday. His uncle has posted, I just want to let everyone know on Razorback Nation that Peyton is doing better. He is still in ICU having some problems with his kidneys and his lungs, but the doctors say he is improving. I just wanted to head off any rumors that may have been started. So he was like, thank you all for the prayers and things like that. But, hopefully he makes that speedy recovery, because, nobody should, have to fight for their lives saving their children. And it's unfortunate, but, things do happen, unfortunately. But, hopefully he can make that speedy recovery and be able to, become a coach or whatever he wants to do later in life. What's your take on it, John?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm sure he would rather be doing this than, watching his kid in ICU. But, yeah, it's still, man, it's tough. But thankfully, it sounds like he was able to save his kids. They're saying it's a lung and kidney issue, and especially his kidneys. Man, he's a big dude, man. When you think of swimmers, you know what I mean? You don't think of guys like Peyton Hillis looks like dudes who would like move a mountain, not like, but so, maybe he was, I don't know how far out they were or what, but, it sounds like he exerted himself quite a bit trying to do this. So yeah. I don't know. I'm assuming he got some sort of water in his lungs or something, but it's pretty awesome that he was able to save him. So, I'm really happy for that. But yeah, I mean, his family is far from out of this. So, it's tough to see, but, and I've been hard on him in the past, for his playing and stuff, but like he was that dude. It was like, if he had a long career, he could have been like a Mike Alstott or something like that, like Jerome Bettis. Like he was a dude who moved the line. Like, you know what I mean? He was looking for contact. He was a tough guy, man. He was always that guy. Like, so, hopefully, he keeps on being tough and fights through this, and it'd be really cool to see him pull out.
Yeah. Go ahead, Walt. With him being a former Brown.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely. I won't say it really hit it definitely hit the Browns community probably definitely hard with hearing these news about Peyton Hillis. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just all I can really say is just what a hero, bro. Like just me having kids myself, like I couldn't imagine how his thinking was, just trying to just act fast like that to try to make sure that your kids was okay. So I mean, it's just just like I said, shout out to him for just reacting and exerting himself to save his kids, man, because at the end of the day you want your kids to live longer than you. And not saying that I want anything to happen to him, but y'all understand as a parent like what I'm talking about. But it's just the fact that, like I said, it's just it's he's a hero in my eyes. Like I said, just based off of that, I'm glad he's somewhat trying to do better. like I said, I'm just curious. My only question, I'm just curious, like John was saying, like how far they were, or like how far off the coast they were, like how long was he, under the water, I should say. But it's just, clearly it was enough to work towards, he's in, like I said, critical condition. So, he was a good running back. I can't say great running back, but he was a good running back for us. He had that one good year, like John said, in 2010, with the 11 touchdowns, over 1,000 yards rushing. But
while John playing, he still got that man. He put it in the case and everything. That boy framed it.
You probably do. That's a cover. That's a cover case. I might have to go recop. Just to put it in my little case or something. But
Right.
him having a short career, what I'm saying, it's not even about football right now. It's just pretty much about his health. So, like I said, I'm just grateful that he's okay. And at the end of the day, I just hope he can pull through and hope everything goes well for him from here on out. So, prayers to him and his family.
Yeah, I agree as well, man. And just praying, for him and DeMar. Hopefully both of those guys make it out of their respective situations and be able to tell about it and go, go on with life, in some kind of normalcy. So, yeah, much respect to him and praying for him. But from one Brown to another, Jadaveon Clowney. What happened? Why y'all ain't give my man some more playing time?
Man, look, first of all, we ain't got nothing to do with that. Mr. Clowney, I want you to look. If you watching this show, which I know you're not, I just want to talk to you personally. So, how can you really sit up here and say that the Browns are not really putting you in a spot to succeed when you can't even put yourself in a spot to succeed by staying healthy on the field? These last 2 years that you've been with the Browns, you've been dealing with ankle injuries, you've been dealing with concussions, and I want to say it might have been a shoulder injury or something like that as well. How are we not putting you in? How are they not putting you to succeed when Myles Garrett is getting triple teamed, double teamed, and that means that you are only getting single cover? So you telling me you can't break off a single coverage while Myles Garrett is getting double teamed and triple teamed, but the Browns are not trying to put you in a place to succeed, but you only getting single man coverage? Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing. So at the end of the day, I get he's probably frustrated because of all the injuries and how the season's been going, whatever. I just don't get how he can say that. You feel me? And when, like I said, he hasn't been healthy. He's only had a total of 11 sacks total since he's been with us, if I'm not mistaken, maybe less than that. And like I said, I just don't understand for somebody who has that much athleticism and his type of skill level. It might not be the same skill level as it was with Houston, but he's still good enough to where towards you can average, I feel like, 10 sacks or more a season, especially when you're on the other side of Myles Garrett. So I just don't really understand his comments. Like I said, I mean, maybe he's upset because of how the season went, but at the end of the day, peace out, bro. I can care less if you were here or not. I'm be honest with you. You ain't been doing too much or nothing here anyway. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's just real. You got to focus on your health first before you can come out and say something like this and say the Browns haven't been putting you in a spot. Focus on your health. That's all I got to say.
Okay. All right, John.
I mean, I ain't gonna fault the man for concussions, but I will say, yeah, he could probably do a little more to stay healthy. I don't know who the trainers are out there. I don't know. They could tell more about whether he's actually in playing shape or not or whatever. But yeah, at the end of the day, man, so I get it, right? There's a chance that maybe he could be lined up against the best offensive lineman every game, but still, Myles Garrett's getting double teamed, right? So, no, that's how it is. So once the line sets, you probably would put Myles on the weak end of the line and put Jadaveon on the strong end. I get that, but still, Myles is getting double teamed. So it's do you want to take on the best tackle on the team, or do you want to take on two of them? And it is what it is. I mean, they're trying to. When you got someone like Myles Garrett, you have to put him in the best situations too. And so, and that opens the door for Jadaveon to get stuff done when Myles is getting double teamed. And so, You got to get it done. Guy had 19 QB hits last year, had 4 this year. That's not going to get it done. So he would have if they had played today, which they benched him over this, but he would have played 25 games in the last 2 years. It's about 12 and a half games a year. So I'm not going to say he's sat out a whole year and like that. He's done all right, but yeah, he could maybe stay a little healthier, but still, man, 4 QB hits in 12 and 10 games. That no one's going to pay you that kind of money to do that. I mean, we're not talking about 4 sacks. We're talking about 4 hits. That ain't going to get it done. So, like Myles Garrett said, man, I hope the best for him. I hope he finds a place that he thinks cares about him and all that. But I mean, if you're not the best defensive lineman on your team, you're not going to get the best looks. You're going to give Steph Curry's going to get more picks set for him than anyone else on the team. Like, that's how it works. Like, I'm not going to set 9 picks for Draymond Green. I'm just not going to. And so, like, what do you want? You know what I mean? Like, if you show out and you show you deserve that spot, we will make it happen where we put you in the best, situations to succeed. But 4 hits in 10 games? Come on, man. Come on. Like, what's your name? Robert Quinn had 18 and a half sacks last year. Like, Robert Quinn can do it at his age. Jadaveon, you're 29. You should be getting it done too.
Yeah. The only thing about it is I wonder, because they say he signed that tag, franchise tag, 1-year deal, whatever. He's getting 11 mil. I wonder, did it have a lot of incentives? Like, you got to, because it's like, bro, can't just give you 11 mil and you ain't producing. Like, let's be honest. I wonder, did it have a lot of incentives in those deals? I would like to know how much did he really get paid out of this 11 mil? Because,
it shouldn't even matter. He wasn't even worth the 11 mil though. Like, I hate to say
that's what I'm saying. Was it fully guaranteed? Was it a lot of incentives? Like, all right, you got to get 10 sacks, 10 tackles for loss, something like that. Because if you giving, it's like a rookie receiver, you just giving him 20 mil because of what he did in college. It's like, bro, you gotta. Where's your production?
I don't think franchise tag gives you incentives, because franchise tag, if you get franchise tag, what happens is they take the top 5
I don't
players.
know if he was franchise tag. I said either franchise or 1-year deal.
Oh, well, I know they were talking about him and Njoku last year, and I know Njoku got that contract, so I thought Jadaveon did get franchise tag, but maybe not. Yeah. Okay. But if you get franchise tag, they take the top 5 players of your position, and you get the average pay from those 5 players. So, like, that is the incentive, is you're getting top 5 money. I don't think there's a lot of incentives on a franchise tag, but just to let you, I'll let you finish your monologue. Can't even get to a monologue.
Yeah. Don't go ahead, Walt. Go ahead. Take off, man. Go ahead, Walt.
I wasn't even about to say nothing, but I mean, honestly, man, like I said, I hope for the best. Like I said, I'm not trying to hate on Clowney, and this is just me being brutally honest. I mean, I'm just being honest. Like, you haven't been too much productive. You say you want to be that number 1 guy, but you haven't really been proven that you are number 1 guy. Your health hasn't been proven that either. So all I'm saying is just go back to focusing on the basics, the fundamentals. Go back, to what you were doing when you was in Houston. You feel me?
And even Garrett said, he my brother, but I don't agree with him expressing himself that way. It would be hard to go back in that locker room.
Absolutely.
Like being a player that, like, damn, he really, like, this how you really felt? It's like, bro, you mad at me and you should be mad at the coach. He
needs to be mad at himself.
That too, but you can't be mad at me and John because we producing more than you. You are hurt. What do you expect us to do?
It's just straight.
Garrett said, like, I wish you would have come and talked to me. Maybe we could have figured something out. Like,
but that's what he was saying. Like, Garrett should have noticed that he wasn't unhappy. I'm like, bro, you are a grown ass man. You can't come talk to me and be like, bro, like, I'm not happy. Let's sit down. Like I'm supposed to be another grown ass man to notice another grown ass man is unhappy. Like, come on, man. Like, no, that's not my job to notice that you're unhappy. My job is to come here and play football and try to get a win, bro. Like, but how am I supposed to know what's wrong with you if you don't open your mouth? Like they always used to say, closed mouths don't get fed. G, you had a closed mouth throughout this whole season. Now all of a sudden you want to open up your mouth. Stop playing with me, man.
Yeah,
cut the shit. I said it. I don't give a damn.
Are you upset because you got a Jadaveon Clowney jersey?
Hell,
he didn't perform to his.
I ain't gonna lie. I did want one. The first year you was here, I ain't gonna cap. I can't even cap to you. I can't even cap.
Because all this damn money on this, like, bro, relax.
I can't even cap.
Hey man, if he would have kept going like that hit he made in college, man, made him a legend. Like he had a lot going for him coming in. He's had 3 decent seasons. I mean, he had 9 sacks 3 different times, but the rest of them seasons, we ain't gonna talk about
him. That's what it was.
But before we get up out of here, the Sunday night game, winner goes to the playoffs. Let's get a quick one. Who do you have? And why? I think we all gonna agree. I think, but I don't know. We're gonna start with you. Well, who do you have for the Packers versus the Lions in Lambeau? By the way,
in Lambeau. Well, honestly, I think I got the Packers on this one. I think with them being in Lambeau, Aaron Rodgers having the composure, I guess, and the more experience to know what to do in a type of situation like this. I'm not sure.
No, let me stop.
I'm saying to get to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But Detroit, they haven't, it's been a while with them, since, the Barry Sanders years, and, I don't even think
Calvin
they made it.
Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, Calvin Johnson.
No, I think they went maybe twice in his.
Was it twice? I thought it was only once.
No, they went twice. They was like 8-8, 7-9.
Okay. But yeah, I'm just pretty much, like I said, just go based off of that. I feel like, the Packers are kind of riding high. That defense is playing crazy these last couple weeks. So I'm betting on Packers just based off their defense. So I'm going with the Packers tonight, man. Plus, like I said, I just can't really trust the Lions. They too inconsistent for me from a week-to-week basis.
What about you, Jay?
I'm going to go Green Bay, not because of Aaron Rodgers. Because like you said, he's great at getting you to the playoffs. In the playoffs, he's got a bad record. But this is a playoff game for him. So I think he might not be great. It might be good. It might not be great. But this is a team that gave up 290 rushing yards to 2 running backs a week ago in Carolina. I think that if they get that running game going, Detroit, and this is a team that gave up like 45 or 48 to Seattle. Like this team gives up points, can give up points. So I'm going to go Green Bay just because Detroit's defense I don't trust, and it would be the most Detroit thing to lose this game. But if they pull, I think it'd be a close game though. I do. I really hope for a good game. It's a must-see game for sure. It's crazy the season's coming down to this. The Lions could close the door onto the playoffs on
potentially his last season.
Nah, he's coming back.
No, I mean, well, you never know. The Packers might be like Devontae Adams, like, bro, we ain't got time.
Unless the 49ers get their act together and just go get him and pay it forward, whatever. What is it where they push all the money years down the road? Like, I mean, there's no one coming after Aaron Rodgers in that contract right now.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Nah, but hey, what if
maybe Miami,
Mr. Irrelevant, wins a Super Bowl and Brock Purdy, the quarterback for the Niners? What if
that was to happen? It would be because of the defense.
That would be it would have to be a lot more than Brock, but it would still
be a whole lot more.
I'm just saying
he would get a lot of credit for it, but it would definitely be more.
I'm just saying, would that be the greatest coaching job ever? a rookie, Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick of the draft,
You're
winning
talking
a
about
Super
hundreds
Bowl.
of games to go through. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look.
I
I'm
don't
sure.
think nobody has ever won with a rookie quarterback.
You might be right.
I think Big Ben was even in his like second, third year when they won.
Yeah, I don't think a rookie's. I'm pretty sure a rookie has never won the Super Bowl, but I mean, still, I don't know if I'm gonna go greatest coach. It might be. I'm just saying I don't know if I'm gonna go there yet. I mean,
I'm just saying as far as
it'll be a hell of a sports story for sure.
And then
Doug Williams
two of your quarterbacks got hurt. On top of that.
Yeah, but remember when the Redskins came in with Doug Williams and the running back ran for like 200-something yards in the Super Bowl, and they just trampled whoever they played in from the AFC. I think it was New England or something.
Yeah.
Like that might be one of the great. That might be one of the greatest. Just wildest games ever, too. But I mean, Seattle beating Denver. Well, that was one of the greatest coaching jobs of all time.
Was it?
Yes.
When the game starts
that was the best offense, one of the best offenses in NFL history.
You're kind of already behind the 8 ball.
Couldn't figure out how to move the ball at all. Like that was one of the greatest.
When the first offensive play you give up 2 points, you kind of already behind the 8 ball, and you had to kick it to them after you give up 8 points. So now you got to be like,
y'all both wrong. The greatest sports comeback history. I mean, sports thing is the Vikings. 33. That's the best game I've seen in a minute. You feel me? Let's go Vikings.
No, because the same team was down 33-0 to the Cowboys the very next week and couldn't do it. They were playing the Colts. That's all there was to it. Jeff Saturday was the coach. Nah, stop it. We ain't doing that.
Let's go Vikings.
That was the greatest uncoached game of all time by the Colts, is what that was.
The Colts have showed you they're an accident waiting to happen.
Yeah.
No matter how many points up, they find a way to lose.
Man, listen.
You up 30.
That's crazy.
All you gotta do is score another 1 or 2 touchdowns in a half.
That's crazy.
And you can't even do that.
Let's go Vikings. No, just playing.
So who did you pick? Did you pick the Packers or the Lions, Nico?
I got the Packers.
Right.
I think Detroit will do a Detroit kind of thing. I think Jared Goff, game on the line. I'll put it like this. Game on the line, they'll be down, let's say 14-7. 14-17. Detroit is driving. He'll throw an interception. Game on.
I think this is going to be a blowout, but that's just me. But, hey.
Detroit got a nice pass rush.
Man, look.
With Aiden Hutchinson and the other DN from Jackson State. He got like 10 sacks in like 6 games or something crazy. He might have been a diamond in the rough that they found.
And also, man, like big right now is Rams knocking on the door of knocking the Seattle out of the playoffs. Like,
they say Sean McVay is thinking about retiring after this season.
If he does, Aaron Donald might retire too.
You gotta think though, that's stressful. You go from winning a Super Bowl to the worst team in your conference.
But they had so many injuries going on. Like
they did, but I think they had a lot of star power that we're not considering.
You know what? I would never let him off the hook if he did that though, because he hung this team high and dry for the next 8 years. I mean, he took every pick at it. So that's a sellout move. He does that.
That's a quick out. It's a quick out.
Yeah, that would definitely
to leave the next coach with nothing to work with. That's a bum move.
He hit him with the yeet.
He left him with the bacon. Left him with bacon.
He said, "If them picks, because I ain't gonna be around here to make them."
Damn them picks, because I ain't here no way. Like, wait, what?
And look, of course, the Cowboys doing cowboy things. But hey, that was the show. Yeah, we appreciate y'all joining us tonight here on Real Deal Sports. Man, I feel like it's been a while since I took us out. Shit. But anyways, it's your boy Big Watt. My boy Nico Suave over there looking suave than a mofo. My boy John, the hardest working man in showbiz. We appreciate y'all joining us tonight. Make sure y'all like, like, share, subscribe. I can't talk right now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It'd be like that.
It do. You know,
Players mess up. Players mess up.
Yeah, I ain't a player no more. I hung up my book. But anyways,
whoa,
we put you in the best condition to succeed, and this how you.
Damn, y'all see how they do me? I play mess up one time, and then it's like they trying to give me the boot. But no, we appreciate y'all joining us tonight. Thank you so much.
Officially called the Jadaveon Clowney for now on.
Shut up.
Jadaveon Clowney.
Shut up. We out of here. Throw up your Tyreeks.